I love to see you walk into the room, body shining, lighting up the place. And when you talk, everybody stops, 'cause they know you know just what to say. And the way that you protect your friends, baby, I respect you for that. And when you grow, you take everyone you love along. I love that shit. Don't fly me away. Don't need to buy a diamond key to unlock my heart, to shelter my soul. You're my fire when I'm cold. I want you to know you had me at hello, hello, hello. You had me at hello, hello, hello. It was many years ago, baby, when you stole my coat. You had me at hello, hello, hello. Let me know who sings that song. Give me the name of the artist, the name of the song, the name of the album, and what year all that came out. All that came out. And I'll give you a shout out in next week's Potomac review. Now, speaking of music trivia moments, last week or 2 weeks ago, I did the Secrets Revealed, which was Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I said on my next Potomac review, I will give y'all a shout out who answered the music trivia questions correctly, because Real Housewives of Atlanta was over. So I couldn't be like, oh, well, this is the next Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'll give you a shout out. So I'm going to give you a shout out on this week's review. And so the song I was singing was Stevie Wonder As. And my girl Taiwan Carr got it right. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. My girl Taiwan Carr got it right. The As by Stevie Wonder, and the name of the album was Songs in the Key of Life. And came out in '76. Taiwan Carr also has her own YouTube channel, so make sure you guys subscribe to her YouTube channel. It is you spell her name Tiwan Carr. Carr is spelled Carr. So just type her in and you'll get her and all that good stuff, darlings. Yes. And also my boy Sean Bradley, love him to pieces. He got it right as well. Stevie Wonder. A new subscriber, Rakisha Franklin. Thank you, beloved. And yeah, that's about it. Shouts out to Love 5T Minute and Simplicity Cachet. Yes, mama. So, on this week's Potomac review, hold on for a second, y'all. Okay. On this week's Potomac review, we began with, what's the child's name? The girl that talk a lot. Monique. We began with Monique. And she was talking again. But basically, she went to one of her four homes. They're trying to rent it out now because, you know, they have a lot of memories back at that home, her and her husband. And, you know, she just wanted to rent it out instead of just selling it. I guess, I don't know if it's some money issues as to why she's letting that house go, or maybe she's just trying to be full-time on the show, so she's residing in Potomac. I don't know. But I really don't see the point in general of having four homes. I can see maybe two if your money that long. But what's the point of having four homes? That's much. But whatever. I don't know them ladies. I don't know that lady and their husband. I don't know their money. So it's obviously way, way, way longer than mine. So who the hell am I? But yeah, I just think it's silly to have four homes. And it's not, I feel like you can have multiple houses, but you only have one home where all the memories are, where all the love is. So technically, you have three homes. You have you have four houses, but one home, because there's one that means the most to you, and I believe it's the one that she's trying to rent out. So why not just stay there? And I mean, but she is a part of the show, so it will make sense. I mean, Kenya Moore, she's from LA and stayed in LA pretty much for the longest, and you know now she resides in Atlanta because that's where the show is. So That makes sense instead of doing all that back and forth. But 4 homes, I don't know. Would y'all have 4 homes if y'all money was that long out there? I don't think I could have 4 homes. If I had 4 homes, all my family would be living in each one of those homes. What do I need 4 homes for? Me as an individual, one person, one set of eyes, one set of ears, one mouth, one nose, one ass. What I need with all them toilets? I mean, I do go to the bathroom a lot, but my God, 4 homes worth? That's like 16 damn toilets, depending on how big it is. But anyway, so we have Monique and her cousin. Her cousin, I guess, is the little landlord. They was raised kind of as like brother, sister, whatever. You can tell the cousin don't do shit. We all trying to help our kin folks out. You have some kin folks that don't want to act right. And yada yada. So that was a cute scene, I guess. Monique and her husband, I keep forgetting his name. Is it Michael? Is it Sam? No, that's their last name, Samuels. But anyway, I really like him, Monique's husband. So Monique and her husband, they went fishing. A little later on in the episode, he caught an eel. It looked like a dirty ass lake. I was like, I'm not a fishing type. You guys tell me if y'all like fishing. I was never good at fishing. I guess that's why I didn't like it. Um, I remember one time when I was younger, in like third grade, I was in like the Boys and Girls Club, and me and my cousin, we went on a little fishing field trip, and my cousin ended up catching like 9 fish, and I caught none. And we sat out there on that damn bank like 4 hours, and I was over it. I wanted to go. I wanted to go back to the hood and make up dance routines. Like I was done. I was like, this shit ain't fun to me. I'm sure it would be a whole lot more fun if I actually caught some fish. This man creeps me out. The king for the Burger King commercials. Where he at? Anyway, he's gone. Commercial's over. But y'all know the guy with the mask on, Burger King. He freaks me out. Could y'all imagine going to sleep and waking up and this mud just standing over there looking at you like this? Child, bye, bye. So anyway, they were talking and having moments, and he caught the eel. I gave you guys my fishing experience. You guys tell me in the comments if y'all like fishing. Maybe I need to go back. I haven't been fishing since that day, third grade, and I'm 27 now. In September, I'll be 28. So, yeah, y'all tell me if y'all like fishing. Maybe I'll go back, but I'm gonna be over it. Be out there on that bank making up dance routines if I can't catch no damn fish because I'm over it and I'm hungry. It's hot out here. And people tend to pick one of the hottest damn days to go fishing. Excuse me. Okay. So they started reminiscing about everything. Apparently, her husband is a few years older than her. They met when he was 25 and she was 19. Um, so it was wasn't that big of an age gap. Um, and she was cool like on him. She didn't too much care. He was in college being wild, dipping it and doing his thing. And she was just like, oh, okay. He said that he didn't want to get married ever, and she was just like, okay. And she was not pressed over him, and I think that's what attracted him to her. Because guys don't really like girls that are that easy. At least I'm assuming. And so she wasn't that easy, and she wasn't that pressed, so she ended up being the wife. Look at God. So they was just talking and having moments and yada yada. We have Karen. Karen is meeting with this lady. I believe she her realtor or attorney or something. But anyway, she's meeting with her to talk about this whole program they're trying to put together, basically for rape victims. And Karen told her story of how she got raped long, long time ago when she was in college. And it was a very sad scene to see. This happens to a whole lot of people, and she was just talking about people committing suicide because of rape and all this kind of stuff. They actually have a whole show about it called Greenleaf, which I actually have to catch up on. I reviewed like the first one or two episodes of it, but then things just started happening, and it just started beginning too much, and I was just like I had to let Greenleaf go, but I actually have to catch up on Greenleaf. On own channel. You guys let me know if you watch Greenleaf. It's a very good show. But it's basically based around one of the Greenleaf kids who committed suicide because her uncle raped her. So it's really it's something, especially in the black community. It's very taboo. People don't want to talk about rape, and it often happens with somebody with a close family friend or a family member, and it's just as black folks we don't like to talk about certain things because it's so hurtful and so painful, and I guess a lot of times we're in denial. Don't oh I know them, they wouldn't do that, yada yada. But it's just there really needs to be something done about it. Seriously. It is it's one of the worst things that could ever happen to anybody. So, Karen, she was just like, she felt like her soul left her body and she became a different person from that. And, it was just, a really sad scene. So, but Karen is a very, very strong individual and I appreciate her for sharing her story. Um, so Karen did this whole, like, she was helping the community, helping kids or whatever. She invited Giselle over, and her and Giselle, had a heart to heart. They didn't talk about the whole thing, but she invited Giselle to her event because her and Giselle was both helping the little girls or whatever. They was planting flowers and stuff. It was cute. Um, and so they started talking, Karen and Giselle. Karen decided to use this nice moment to be messy, and she said, Ashley called you a trick. Not Ashley, Monique called you a trick. She was just like, I am trying to be, cool with Monique, Karen. I want to get to know Monique, but she called you a trick, when you left. And Giselle, that's good to know. That's good to know. But Giselle, how many good things do you expect for this woman to say about you? You've been ugly to her from the very beginning. Like, you's a mess. Giselle's off the chain. She really is. Um, so moving on from that scene, Charisse had a scene with her daughter, and she was basically just asking her daughter how does she feel about the whole divorce, and the daughter was kind of quiet, but she was just like, what, it's all right. I mean, it's cool. I just basically just want you to be happy, and that's the main thing. Parents just want their kids to be happy, and kids honestly just want their parents to be happy. And if you can't be happy together, be happy separately, and that's fine. So that was a cute scene they had. Let's see. Giselle and Robyn. So Giselle and Robyn riding in the car, and Robyn keep going back over and over in her mind about how messy Ashley is, and about how she brung up the whole Juan sleeping with other people at Monique's event at her little barbecue. And she was just like, what? The more I thought about it, I just got more and more mad. Giselle was just like, well, let's pull up on that hoe. So the Green Eyed Sisters, as Ashley calls them, which I think is a cute name, um, Robyn and Giselle both come over to Ashley's restaurant, and she was just like, "Oh, hey, what a nice surprise!" Yada yada. Giselle asked Robyn to sit down. Robyn was just like, "I don't want to sit down. I have something to say." So Robyn starts arguing at Ashley. I'm just sick of you running your mouth. Giselle, I agree. You had no right coming over to her saying that Juan needs to hold on, y'all. Hello? Yes. Okay, well I don't have that number. Well, just text it to me real quick. I'm doing the video. I know, but you've been on the way like about 40 minutes ago. I'm talking to Pook, y'all. Y'all know my friend Juan. I'm talking to him. Hold on, say hey. Say hey to the people, Juan. Oh, you doing the video now? Yeah, say hey to the people. Hey, y'all. But let me call these people back out. He's a gutter snipe. Sorry. But look, text me the number. Bitch. Fucking hung up. But anyway, those Pook to Pook, y'all watch, my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta videos. He's been on a few of them. My friend, my best friend. So anyway, what was I talking about? So yeah, Giselle and Robyn, the damn came in trying to punk little Ashley her own shit. And she was standing up to them. Robyn put her hands in her face. And she was just like, this is putting my hands in your face. Get your hands out my face. Yada yada. It was a mess. And Giselle and giving her 2 cents in. And it's just all of a sudden now Robyn is mad. But Robyn said that she was not upset with because Charisse and Giselle confronted Robyn last week about her and Juan, their whole situation, and what you gonna do when he ain't treating you right. You need to leave him. And she basically was beating around the bush. I'm doing it for my kids, and this is my business, yada yada. So she wasn't upset with Giselle and Charisse because she been knowing them for years, and they told her in private. But she was upset that Ashley was running around telling everybody about the whole thing, in which Ashley was indeed wrong for that, and she was being messy for that. But I mean, when you see your friend in pain, you want to try to help them as much as you can. If you feel like they're not going to listen to you, you talk to your other friends or whatever. I personally wouldn't have did that, but Ashley just did that for the show, just to be messy. But yeah, most of the time, if something ain't got nothing to do with me, then I don't. It ain't got nothing to do with me, unless my friend asks for my help, or if it's my close friend or whatever. If I see something that's wrong, then I'm gonna call it out. But I still wouldn't do it in front of people or get other people into the mix. So, Ashley was wrong for that. But, Giselle and Robyn, they came over like they was hard, but they wasn't going to do shit. I hollered, though, because after Giselle left, she went out. She was just like, ain't nobody eating emu. I hollered. Because, Ashley, it's an Australian restaurant. They have emu and kangaroo and dingo and rocks and koalas and whatever the fuck is in Australia, whatever the hell they're eating. And it's just diarrhea. This shit will give me food poisoning. I already know. It's just eating cake. So anyway, they had that whole thing, and actually, Charisse, she had a scene with Dr. Jeff. Dr. Jeff started on Maury. He done been around Housewives of Atlanta. Dr. Jeff done been on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when Jocelyn and Mimi and Stevie was talking, and Jocelyn attacked Stevie and all this stuff. Y'all remember that. So Dr. Jeff, y'all done seen it before. Been all over TV, child. So Dr. Jeff is Charisse's therapist, and Charisse and Dr. Jeff are out to eat, and they invite Robyn. Charisse fills Dr. Jeff in on Robyn's situation, and Robyn tells her own situation. Robyn, she was just felt like she don't want to see a shrink because she feels like there's nothing wrong with her. And she just don't understand like the issue as to why she needs to see a shrink. But before you know it, Robyn started crying, and we all know what that situation is. Robyn, you deserve better, beloved. We've talked about this. Like, me and my girl Donnie Ray, we've talked about this, like, in Taiwan, and so many of my amazing, subscribers. Robyn, you need to get your life, beloved. You genuinely do. You just need to see your worth. Like, it's sad. Like, that whole just working it out for the kids. Maybe because I don't have kids, I don't understand that concept. But I do not understand that concept. If I'm not happy, and if I have kids with a person, we out. Me and my kids is out. I ain't got to be bothered with you. I don't know. But whatever. So hopefully Robyn gets the help that she needs with the whole Juan situation, because this really is a sick situation to continue to be in, child. And even Juan, child, Juan was talking to one of the producers. He went to the bathroom or somewhere, and he was just like, "I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of living like this. If it wasn't for the kids, I would have been gone." Juan is no longer in love with Robyn, and Juan wants to be free to just be a man and sling it out to the people, or whatever. And Robyn should be able to be free and gap it up to the world as well. So it's just a it's just an annoying ass situation to be in. It genuinely is. Let me see. Did anything else happen? But Juan was very. I noticed Juan talks to Robyn like a dog. He talks to her any kind of way. He's just very nasty and disrespectful. Um, and I don't like that from him. I don't. I don't like it at all. And she just sits there and she just takes it, and it's just, I don't know. It's annoying to see, because I see situations like that all the time. And I pray to God, if and when I ever get in a relationship, that I'm not that damn, feeling like I can't leave because of whatever. Like, no, no. That's why I'm always gonna have my own shit. You know how people get married and obviously they live together, etc., etc. I understand that, but if I had my own place, if I didn't have my own place, and we got a place together, okay. But if I had my own place and they had their own place, and we've been together for years, and we just decided to get married and have our own place together, I'm not gonna sell my shit. I'm still gonna have my shit, because on days that you get on my nerves, I ain't gonna want to be bothered with you. I'm going back to my old house and pooching on. Or my mama gonna stay close, so I'm going back to my mama house or something. I can't. Life too short. It really is. So anyway, trying to think. Oh, Ashley had a scene with her mama and her brother. The brother looked like the mother. They have different dads, and he goes to college, and she started to tell her mom about the whole situation, about the girls putting their hand in her face, and the mama got upset. Of course, naturally, a mother would. That's her child. Even though she's grown, it's always your baby. And she was just like, "Child, you need to handle that. Don't let nobody bully you or nothing." I really like Ashley's mama. I love her mom. She's hilarious. She remind me of some of my aunties or whatever. Um, what else happened? I think that was pretty much it. Okay, so we get to the whole pavement event, paying it forward, and we have Karen arrive first with Ray. They just be standing Ray up, child. He don't be knowing what the hell be going on. So, they showed Karen. She looked cute in her little red dress. All the girls came. Um, Ashley came first, then Giselle and Robyn came. I like Giselle's dress. Ashley was talking to them like, "Hey girls, how y'all doing?" And they was just like, just looking at her all crazy. I was just like, "Y'all so stank." It's just like, Giselle's just so hateful. She didn't even speak. I was like, I can't with Giselle this season. I cannot. Um, and so who came next? Sharice came with Monique. Sharice and Monique are friends. Monique looked the best. I love her dress. So all the girls sit down and had a conversation, yada yada, but they sit at different tables. Um, and we have Don Lennon from CNN, that coon. But Don Lennon, he came up and spoke, and he apparently got molested when he was younger, and he didn't tell his mama until he got 30. Um, and that's officially when he came out as well. It happens to men, women, everything. It's just really, I wish the shit ends. There's some sick ass people out here in this world. I swear. Um, and so he talked about his situation. Then Karen got up there and spoke, and she was a little emotional about it. But I imagine it is, because it's slightly embarrassing talking about something like that, and it is just a very terrible thing to happen to you. And I don't know. So there's so much I can say about it without getting emotional, because it's just really terrible the way that people are, in this world. But anyway, she got up there and all the girls congratulated her and gave her a hug and all that stuff. And, you know, they was just like, you're so strong and all that. And I agree. I come for Karen, and I will always come for Karen and all these women on the show and these men as well. But, you know, it's a very brave thing she did. And, you know, we appreciate her for doing that. And her hair looked great in this episode. Most of the time, Karen's hair is quite ridiculous. But on this episode, it looked great. Um, so after the show, after the pavement event, they had Monique, Charisse, Giselle, and Ashley. Ashley's calling Charisse's name because y'all know last episode she said she called Charisse out, said you stand in a situation miserable for years. They had a little argument at the little boutique they was at, and Ashley just calling Charisse's name, Charisse, 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 and Charisse just sitting there looking around, similar to how Ash, similar to how Giselle did Ashley earlier with Robyn at the event. And Giselle, she was just like, Ashley, just stop. Like, she don't want to talk to you. Just let it go. Maybe next time is when maybe later, child. She don't want to talk to you right now. And Monique was just like, well, I know, Giselle, we've had our issues. I know I put you out and everything. So can I have your number? Like, give me your number. And Giselle was just like, I'll think about it. Maybe later, maybe later. And Giselle, she said to the camera, she was just like, nobody's ever said to me, give me your number, and I gave it to them. Just being so petty. And I was like, oh, God. So Charisse and Giselle walked on up out of there. And, you know, Ashley called them the green-eyed monster and a menopausal mess. I like to die. I was like, Ashley's a trip. And Ashley said the menopause is real up in here. I hollered. Ashley's a little reader. Look at her. She's a cute little thing. She is being messy though. She didn't have to run around telling Karen and everybody about that. You know, about whatever girl came up to her and said one was cheating on Robyn, yada yada. You didn't have to do all that, but you know, of course, Robyn was gonna automatically take offense to it because it's true. Everything they say about Juan and Robyn's situation is true. So, you know, get it together, ladies. Get it together. So next episode is gonna be interesting. I'll just say that. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat, Chase Keywords on Facebook, and all that good stuff. All my information will always be in the bottom bar below, the little show more bar, etc. Make sure you guys click that bell so that you guys know when I upload new reviews. You'll be one of the first people to watch the reviews. Wouldn't you want that? Yes. So anyway, we'll be back next week, child. Answer the music trivia questions and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. I love you much. I really do. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.